prototype. This way, gentlemen. I think when you see this toy, you'll agree it's going to be a major market standout. This is Joanna Barrett, head of our advertising agency.
Our focus group has spent the last hour demonstrating the new toy. If you come inside, you can observe while we poll them with our new marketing strategy.
After you, gentlemen. This is our VP of Development, Amanda Rossiter.
All right, everyone. Simon says stand still. I'm going to ask you some questions about the toy you've just played with. We want to find a great name for this toy, and we need your help. What do you think of the name, the Oozer?
Yeah!
All right, Simon says be quiet. Now I want to see if you like the slogan we have for the Oozer. You ooze.
You lose.
You lose. You're very smart to have figured that out on your own.
I didn't. The user I tried last week had the same slogan.
Rupert, where did you try this other Oozer?
Have a go toys.
Just to buy ice cream.
It would, but unfortunately, the makers of ice cream have not yet caught on to the unique joy of olive-flavoured swirl.
Oh, you are so weird.
Yes, not me. You know, your mother invented this.
Yes, but I was pregnant at the time, and I haven't touched any since. He's right, you know, you are weird.
Well, let's see if I share it with any of you. Now, come on, stir.
I haven't seen your end-of-term report yet. Surely the school should have sent it by now.
Probably got lost in the post or something.
Ooh, if I'd said that to my mother, she'd have searched my room to find out where I'd hidden it.
Yeah, well, we don't need to worry about Rip's results, do we? Hello?
Is Ripley there?
Oh, Jeremy, is that you? Now, have you had your end-of-term results yet?
Yes, and I'm failing at everything. I need Ripley to come over and help me study now. She's here.
Grant? What are you doing?
I'm cleaning up. Well, don't just stand there. Help me. We've got a client coming over. What's this? School report. Thought this hadn't arrived yet. Very good.
It's terrible. I got a C- in Latin.
Translate this. Viva brevis memento mori. It's the only thing I remember from Latin, but I live by it to this day.
Life is short, remember war. Very profound.
Well, it's something like that. What it means is, enjoy life while you may, and don't get hung up about little things like Latin marks. What's that?
It's just in case we need it.
We won't.
Joanna Barrett, I desperately need your help.
What would you say if I told you that I got a C- in Latin?
Excuse me?
See? Come in.
Is this your son?
No, no. This is Kermit Klum. He was kidnapped by a childless Eskimo couple. I daringly recovered him.
You're a very lucky boy, Kermit. Could we talk in private?
Certainly. Kermit. Now, if I let you wait here, Kermit, will you promise not to get kidnapped again?
I'd just come up with a new ad campaign for Tyson, only to have it end up, along with his toy, in the hands of his main competitor, Havago Toys.
A toy napping case? Happens to be one of my specialities.
This is my biggest account. I can't lose it. I'm sure they'll launch their own investigation to locate the leak, which is why I came to you.
You want me to confirm their findings?
No, to find it first. I'm afraid my office will be falsely blamed for the leak.
And no problem. We'll just blame it on somebody else.
Don't you have any questions?
Questions? Of course. Besides her, your office, who else has access to the stolen information?
I guess just the people at Tyson. You think it was one of them?
I would need to get on the inside, to be sure. Of course, a disguise. Maybe a repairman or a caretaker. Or a new advertising executive at the firm of your firm of Joanna Barrett.
Brilliant. You'd be in on all the meetings. I'll arrange it at my end. Keeping the Tyson account means everything to me. I couldn't help notice you reading off your computer monitor.
Not reading, no. It's the latest voice-activated computer. I like to keep a written record of all my meetings. Have a look.
Does it record my speech as well? Oh, that's fantastic.
Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper. If Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled pepper, where's the peck of pickled pepper Peter Piper picked? Ooh. Ooh. It does animal speech as well. I'm very concerned about Kermit. I haven't yet been able to locate his parents. I believe they're still searching the tundra. I hate to leave the boy alone.
Bring him along. I'm sure we can find something for him to do. Sorry for the wait. Edgar Stern, meet Bernard Windsor.
Hi, Edgar.
Joanna told me you'll be helping on the Tyson account. I'm so pleased we'll be working together.
We're very lucky to have you on Team Tyson. In fact, Mr. Tyson would like to meet you right away.
Oh, that's terrific. Where do we go?
You'll be on your own. Edgar and I have to be out of the office all day with other clients.
Oh, no problem. I'm used to dealing with important clients like Mr. Dyson.
Tyson.
Yeah, Tyson. Him too.
Telephone, Joanna.
So, Bernie, you don't mind my calling you Bernie, do you?
No, no, not at all. Not if you don't mind me calling you Eddie, Edgar.
Huh. Let me give you some advice, Bernie. Please, stay out of my way.
I assume you're aware of our leak.
Oh, I've run into it before in the ad game. When you're as creative as I am, someone usually wants to steal your ideas. Tell me, have you checked out former employees who may perhaps bear a grudge?
We're doing that now.
Oh, good idea. One I actually had yesterday.
I am determined to catch whoever is responsible, and that is why I've hired Anthony Cataline to investigate the matter. He's the best in his field. Excuse me one moment.
Oh, Bernard Windsor. Grant Logan obviously wasn't available. So, you call yourself a detective?
A security specialist, actually. And these people installing the surveillance equipment are my operatives.
I guess they do all the work so that you can play your video games.
This is the Alpha Link 1200, a mini computer with cellular fax which allows me to contact my office mainframe anywhere in the world via satellite.
Only one mainframe. I hear Grant Logan has 6.
Windsor. Oh, I'm not coming up with anything on your name.
Well, I only just got hired.
Then you won't mind if I check on your credentials?
No, of course not. Hi.
Bad boy. You're not supposed to leave the happy room.
Now, I want you to play with all your toys. Then I'm going to come back later and ask you some questions. Doesn't that sound like fun?
We have a problem. Oh, yes. How come you get all the fun jobs?
Me? You are out there, face to face with Anthony Cataline, the most expensive and sought-after detective in the whole world. Well, I am stuck in here with this monotonous toy that's designed for infants.
What? You crazy? This is a fantastic toy.
What's the problem? What's the problem?
Cataline is checking my credentials on his fancy window frame.
Mainframe.
Whatever. Anyway, by tomorrow morning, he's going to find out that my advertising credentials are a sham. We're obviously outmatched.
We are not going to let this guy bait us. Don't worry. I'll take care of it. I'll have to sneak into Cataline's office and plant your references.
And how do you propose to do that? He is a security specialist, remember.
Child's play.
What are you doing here? Not you a little old to be testing toys?
Aren't you a little too young to be acting as if you own the place?
I'm Scott Tyson, and my dad does own the place.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to be rude.
Nor did I. Friends? What's your name?
Kermit Clum.
I was only warning you about being in the halls. The place is swarming with detectives. Ever heard of Anthony Cataline?
Isn't he the guy with all those high-tech computers?
That's the one. Dad sold on him.
Yeah, the problem with Anthony Cataline is he's all about this high-tech stuff, and he doesn't understand about human beings. At least that's what I must have read somewhere.
You're pretty smart for your age.
Thanks. Listen, your dad ever heard of a detective named Grant Logan?
I don't think so.
I hear he's really clever, and he doesn't ignore the human element. Maybe you should mention that to your dad. That is, if it looks like Cataline's going nowhere.
Thanks for the tip. I will.
Listen, I should be getting back.
See you around. And good luck with the toy testing.
This is for Mr. Cataline from Joanna Barrett.
This just came for you, sir.
Oh, Windsor's job history, great. Fax his references in New York. See if he really worked for them. Tell them it's urgent.
Miss? Hi, miss. Miss? Hi, sir. Nice evening, sir. Place is empty. Resetting the alarm. There is no one here. There's something wrong with the motion sensors. I'm shutting them down.
Mr. Bernard Windsor is absolutely unknown at our firm. Not anymore. Cataline is supposed to be this brilliant high-tech detective, and he was beaten by a kid with a rubber ball.
No one is going to believe my credentials when they see this advertising campaign.
I'll prompt you. The ball. It's round, it's rubber, you can play with it. Balls are fun, so why not buy one? Buy this ball or I lose my job. I'll think of something.
Well, thank you very much, young man. I will certainly consider your ideas.
You're early. I like that in an executive, Windsor. Allow me to introduce my staff. This is my personal secretary, Shelley.
Hi there.
Our in-house commercial producer director, Philip.
Hi.
And our VP of development, Amanda Rossiter.
Hello.
We're all of us eager to hear your ideas for our new toy.
So am I.
I've been out of the office. I just heard about the campaign.
Hi.
The room is secure.
All right. What have we got?
What is a toy?
That is the question.
What we have here is more than a mere plaything. It's a friend to every boy and girl.
It's a friend.
A friend.
It can follow them to school, go for walks with them, and if they roll it away, it will always come back. Now, that is better than most friends.
But it doesn't do that.
It doesn't?
It does now. I added a homing kit.
It does now. I added a homing device that can be set to roll the ball right back to the control box. Only took a moment.
Amazing. So the ball always comes back to you, like an adoring puppy.
Exactly.
I suppose you have a name for this toy?
What's that?
It's a new toy.
I want to play with it. No.
Hey, Poo-Poo? Or, if that doesn't appeal to you, you could always go with,
The ball-a-rang.
a ball-a-rang.
I love it. Joanna, you've got a winner in this man.
We've just detected a radio signal being transmitted from this floor.
Everyone, fan out. Find it. Stay in here. Seal the building. Group C, sweep the roof.
Strong transmission coming from inside this room.
You!
What's that?
It's a new toy I'm supposed to play with.
Sorry.
Call off the search. The source of the radio signal was a child's toy.
I understand Grant Logan gives lessons.
Who?
Ow!
What's this?
No need to whisper, speak up.
This?
Kiss? Absolutely not.
I said this. Explain this.
Oh, my hearing aid. Thank you. Better?
Sorry. Any good toys?
Yeah, the used is great.
Dad tried to get me started in toy testing.
So that's how you became a young executive?
Oh, this? My dad's left it in his car. Hey, he always keeps a second set that he'll never miss. You want to go for a ride?
Oh.
It's Jaguar.
Yeah, sorry. My job. Shouldn't you be in college?
School's for kids. My future's here, which is why Cat and I better find our culprit before all I inherit is a bunch of old toys. See you.
Yeah, bye.
That's odd. Your school report still hasn't arrived. You haven't seen it, have you?
No.
I don't know, nothing seems to arrive on time since we had that new postman.
I called you here to show you something in this morning's paper. It's like always having a friend to play with. It comes back in many friendly sizes, from itsy bitsy all the way to our jumbo ball. The Have-A-Go Ballerang, coming next month to a toy shop near you.
He stole my campaign!
Don't lose any sleep. I know who's responsible. I installed cameras in the parking lot. This photo was taken 20 minutes after yesterday's presentation, and this photo was taken 1 hour later, when he returned.
With all due respect, Mr. Catiline, I fail to see the point.
That's because you don't have my trained professional eye. When Edgar left, his briefcase was bulging. When it returned, it wasn't.
Maybe he used it to carry a big lunch.
It seems that after every presentation here, he had a non-existent lunch reservation. I believe he went straight from those meetings to Have-A-Go Toys and gave them the campaign.
That's outrageous. Edgar would never do that.
Is that so? You mind telling me where he is right now?
He has a lunch meeting with a client.
So he says, at the Killcare. I called the Killcare. He's not there. Well, my guess is he's on the run. But we'll find him.
Very impressive. I knew you'd find the culprit. I'd like to see you in my office right now.
Should have seen it, Rip. He had it all figured out. All the evidence, and he had this little fancy pointy thing with the light on.
He was wrong. All his fancy equipment and operatives, and he still missed the obvious.
It should have been my moment. It should have been my spotlight.
Listen to me, Grant. Edgar is innocent. And it's clear from these pictures that Amanda can prove it.
I don't see Amanda in either of those pictures.
That's because you don't have my trained professional eye. The reason Edgar left every presentation at Tyson was because he was having a lunchtime tryst with Amanda.
How'd you know?
It was something you said.
Well, naturally. I am a detective, you know. What was it?
Well, you told Catiline that maybe Edgar was carrying his lunch in his briefcase. Well, it was his lunch. Notice Amanda's tie. It's perfectly tied with a crisp knot. Now look at Edgar's tie in this one. It's tied wrong with the end that's too long stuffed inside his shirt, and the knot is fat and loose. Now look at Edgar's tie in this one. It's perfectly tied with a crisp knot.
Because Amanda tied it for him. God, I am good!
We've beaten Catiline again.
Yes, but we still haven't found out who's selling secrets to Have-A-Go.
That is why you're going to pay Have-A-Go a little visit this afternoon.
Let's go.
So you want to invest in a toy company? Well, why my company? You know something I don't.
Actually, figured the other way around, Mr. Have-A-Go. I read your sales figures have soared like a bird. One new hit toy after another.
We've been very fortunate.
Well, before I invest in your company, I must know that fortune will continue. Know the secret of your success, if you will.
Hard work and dedication. That's all. That's all. Excuse me. Yes, hello. Oh, yes, I was hoping to hear from you. Same time, same place. See you later, Shelley. Sorry about that. Now we were discussing the details of your investment.
You think I would invest one single real in a company that produces this?
It's a Johnny Silver action figure.
It has the face of Reed Carroll.
Well, he played Johnny Silver.
Until someone better came along. He was an inadequate actor, and that is an inadequate doll. Thank you, my dear. You might want to stay close to Tyson's office for this. Thank you all for coming.
This better be good, Windsor.
Actually, the name is Logan. Grant Logan. The famous detective. I was hired by Joanna Barrett to unmask the Tyson saboteur.
I already did that.
Sit down, Cataline. This is my scene. Your deductions would have been amusing had they not been so wrong. Edgar was not stealing any secrets. Edgar was having an affair with Amanda Rossiter.
It's true. We've been seeing each other for months. We kept it a secret because we were afraid of losing our jobs. But we didn't sell the campaign to Have a Go. You have to believe me.
I do. Through skilled deductions, I have learned that Gerald Havergo plans this very night to meet with someone whom he meets with regularly. Someone who calls him on his private line. Someone he addresses by the first name of Shelley. Yes, Tyson's loyal and trusted secretary. I'm sorry, Mr. Tyson. There is your leak.
No, but it's not true. I'm at home tonight with my husband and kids, like I am every evening.
A likely story?
It's true. But then you didn't know Havergo's wife is named Shelley, did you?
Wife?
Whom he often meets after work for dinner at a neighborhood eatery.
I see. Well, how very clever of Havergo to marry someone with the same name as Tyson's secretary.
Oh, Grant. You should have talked to me first. Not only did you pick the wrong person, but you blew your cover for nothing.
Not for nothing. I had a great scene going there. It's just that the ending needed a little work. Right, give that toy a thorough play. Come for some advice?
From you? What could I possibly learn from a rank amateur?
You're the one who thought that Edgar did it, when a child could see that he was innocent.
You're no detective. You're just a puppet, a front.
For him? That's absurd.
For Joanna Barrett.
Oh, right, yes, I was going to mention her next.
You were hired to deflect attention from her. She's the one who's been selling Tyson's secrets to Havergo.
That's ridiculous.
Really? What would you say if I told you I've got pictures of her meeting with Havergo yesterday?
I'd say...
Get out. You're no longer allowed in this building. If I see you again, I'll have you arrested for trespassing. I can't believe you thought you could beat me. What a joke.
How dare he speak to me like that? He couldn't be more wrong if he tried. He is wrong, isn't he?
Well, of course he is. And I'll show him. Anthony Cataline. He couldn't detect a moustache if it were growing under his nose. He can follow a lead if it were tied to his shoe. Anthony Cataline's idea of deduction is undertipping the waiter at lunch. He can find a Tyson...
Rip! Stop ranting. Most unbecoming.
No, it hasn't arrived yet. Yes, I'll look into it. Thank you.
What you reading?
Something about a conceited detective. Listen to this. Minute observation and clever deductions are romantic cliches. If I've got an infrared surveillance camera, motion detectors, and retina scan identification systems, I don't care why the dog was behaving oddly in the night. I've got my man in jail. What a jerk.
That was your headmaster on the phone. He wanted to know why I hadn't signed your report yet.
Well, obviously it's because you haven't got it yet. You haven't, have you?
No. He said your exam results are excellent.
That's great, I'm glad to hear it.
Most of them, anyway. Ripley? Ripley! Ugh.
Cut! Do you mind?
No. You carry on. What's happening here?
Oh, Edgar and I came up with a new campaign this morning, hoping to shoot the first commercial by this afternoon and have it on the air by tomorrow.
Before Havergo can steal it?
Mm-hmm. If I lose the Tyson account, I lose everything.
Really? Then perhaps you can explain to me why I saw you meet with Havergo just the other day.
It's not what it looks like. I'm desperate, Mr. Logan. I have to survive. I figured if Havergo liked my work so much, he ought to pay for it. But it's only a fallback if Tyson fires me.
Just as I suspected.
Quiet on the set. Everybody settle into position. All right. Action.
Havergo, I can't stay long. We should be finished by 7:30, so I'll meet you in your bar at 8. Just bring the money.
Right! I've got it in my cut!
What now?
God! Yes! Right! How dare you! No point in struggling.
I, Grant Logan, have captured the Tyson toy spy. The real one.
My goodness. Good work, man.
Well, who is it?
Rather than tell, I'll show you. Come on, you swine.
What's he doing here? He's going to ruin everything.
If you do not have a reservation, I cannot seat you. May I help you?
No, I'm meeting someone.
Mr. Smith?
That's right, Mr. Smith.
Please, come right this way.
Thank you very much.
Sir?
I'm surprised you had the guts to show up.
So am I.
You're a lot older than I expected.
What? Well, you're a lot shorter than I expected.
I don't care how you do it, just get him out of there.
Right, on it.
Answer me one question. Why?
Oh, I don't know it. Seemed like a good idea at the time.
You had an affair with my wife because it seemed like a good idea at the time?
What? No, listen, I can't...
Did she happen to tell you what I did to the last man?
Somebody stop him!
Not here.
What impeccable service. Hey, what are you doing here?
Now shut up and come with me.
All right, I know, all right.
Last year's model. Shut up.
Hey,
him. Let's see who he came to meet.
He's not meeting anybody anymore. You spooked him. You ruined my stakeout. Get him out of here.
You saw my report.
Yes. So did you. Why didn't you tell me? Did you think I'd be angry?
No, I thought... I don't know what I thought you'd be. I just didn't want to find out.
What if I told you I was really proud of that C-?
Why? I did terribly.
You did the best you could in that subject, didn't you?
I could have done better.
But you didn't. That's okay. There's going to be plenty of times in your life where winning is the only thing that counts. Don't make this one of them. You have no need to be so competitive. Don't worry about your marks. Worry about the Latin. That's what's important.
What?
I've been thinking. We've been going about this case all wrong.
Oh, what was your first clue? My public humiliation in the boardroom or my more than public humiliation in the restaurant?
What restaurant?
Never mind. How are we going to beat Cataline?
We're not.
So, we're going to quit the case and let him solve the crime. Brilliant.
The only thing we're quitting is the competition.
You mean we still have to solve the crime?
We haven't even started to try. We've been so intent on defeating Cataline that we've forgotten we were hired to unmask the spy. And I think I know how to do it.
You're fired.
I'm fired? You can't fire me. Not after I stayed up all night designing 4 different campaigns for a brand new toy.
You're not alone. Tyson fired me last night, too. I'm ruined. Not even Havigo wants me. So much for a career in advertising.
But you didn't let the news get you down. Instead, you decided to channel your disappointment into positive action.
Actually, I ate half a gallon of mint chip ice cream and spent the night on the bathroom floor. I don't even like mint chip ice cream.
Why 4 different ad campaigns, I hear you ask? 1 for each different suspect, I reply. Then we see which one ends up in Havigo's briefcase, and we have our thief. This goes to Tyson and nobody else.
The rest of my staff will have to see this, and the director.
You're the only one who can be trusted. Give this directly to Tyson and no one else.
What about Amanda? She's copied on all the advertising.
No one. You're the only one I can trust. Here is your copy of the campaign. I want you to take that to Tyson and no one else. Only Tyson sees this.
But how can I cast the commercial if I can't show the script to anyone?
Real actors don't need scripts.
So you delivered all the different ad campaigns yesterday?
Yes, Rip. Edgar, Amanda, Philip, and Shelley all have one.
Great. Let's hope Havigo has one of them in his briefcase by now.
Well, we'll soon find out. Here he comes. Good morning, sir. We have a bomb threat. My security operatives and I are searching all employees. If you'd stand over here, please.
I'm not an employee. I own the company. I don't recall hiring any security operatives.
I think if you owned a company, you'd recall hiring us. Stand over here by the wall. Just spread your legs, sir. What? Won't take a moment. Well, well, well. What have we here?
This is outrageous.
Just turn around and face the wall.
You're going to be hearing more about this.
Okay, that seems clear. Thank you very much, sir. If you see any bombs, give us a call.
I thought you said you'd done this before.
I have. Of course, on Johnny Silver, I had a special effects man who just popped them open right on cue. Looks like Havergo wasn't that worried about someone stealing from him.
Yes, there's one here.
That's a copy of the campaign I gave to Edgar. He didn't fool me for one moment. That's Amanda's copy. They were in it together, just as I suspected.
Phillips?
Well, never trust a director.
And the one you gave Shelley.
Oh. Doesn't make sense. Why pay all these people? One would have been sufficient.
There's only one thief.
What?
Fax Havergo and tell him we want to return his briefcase. He should be missing it by now.
They're not going to show.
Yes, they are. There.
What are you doing here?
Your fax said that we should meet, that it wasn't safe to talk by phone.
I had one from someone claiming to have my briefcase.
Then if you didn't fax me, who did?
I did. That way, Whit. It's no use. You can't escape from Grant, Logan. Unless you use a very, very large ball. Help! I'm gonna be crying! Game's up!
How did you possibly know?
My own son?
Dad, what are you doing here?
Mr. Cataline received a fax on his computer from...
From me, saying to meet me here for the unmasking of a thief. After all 4 of the ad campaigns that I had handed to our different suspects turned up in Havergo's briefcase.
You took my briefcase.
I knew there was possibly only 3 people who could have access to them all. Naturally, I dismissed Joanna and Mr. Tyson immediately.
But Scott wasn't in the meetings.
No. But he had access to your briefcase, and he knew the combination.
But why? What's mine is yours.
Someday. But I want my own stuff now. I want my own house, my own career. I don't want to keep waiting.
Looks like the real detective won out after all, Cataline.
You got lucky. This time.
Luck had nothing to do with it. No, no, no. You see, you can have 100 of these things. All I needed was one boyish grin, to feel really, really good about this.
You were brilliant. Thanks to you, I have the Tyson toy account back. Sorry for ever doubting you.
Don't worry. Everybody does it.
Have you managed to locate his parents?
Oh, yes. They were trapped on an ice floe. They'll be collecting him shortly.
I got you a little something.
Oh, thank you.
You too, Kermit. You were the best toy tester Tyson ever had.
Oh, thanks.
An Alpha Link 1200 with cellular fax. Just like Cataline's.
The Ballerang. Just what I always wanted.
Thanks again.
I hate this. I can't even get it open.